it's such a simple idea, but to be able to like have someone spell it out for you, you're like, wow, okay, this is literally going to be life-changing. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jordan, and in today's video, I am basically going to just be going over my game plan that I have for myself for the next 6 to 8 months, just to really transform into the best version of myself. I've been struggling for the past couple months of really just sticking to a solid routine. I'm determined to document this and make sure that I hold myself accountable. And I don't know, I just feel like there's 6 months left in the year and I really want to show up for myself. So what better time than now? So if that's something that you're also interested in, go ahead and stick around. So for the past couple weeks, I've been kind of playing with the idea of creating some type of system to really hold myself accountable. You know, like I do the monthly check-ins, but sometimes it just, I don't know, isn't enough for me, or I'll be really good for a week or two and then I'll end up just falling off and not staying consistent. So I've been really just reflecting the past couple of days, and the thing that like initially really like spiked the idea for me wanting to do this is my birthday is 8 months away, and it'll be the last year in my 20s, which is crazy to even say and think about. So that kind of just has been in the back of my mind, just really wanting to become the best version of myself. And I think having those 8 months is such a good time frame because it's realistic of setting goals, holding myself accountable, and then actually being able to achieve them. Sometimes I find when people set goals that are, you know, within a month or two, it's a little bit harder, and I would say maybe not realistic in the long term. So by setting these goals, I also want to be able to implement them for the rest of my life. I don't want them to just be like, okay, now like my time is up, now I'm gonna go back to my normal self. Like I really want to create these habits that are long lasting. So I've been kind of playing around with a couple ideas, and the other day I was on TikTok and literally saw this person who is basically saying that she wants to just be the best version of herself and be unrecognizable 6 months from now and just like all this stuff. And the person who stitched her was like, I have the best thing for you, and it literally was gold. And I think everything that I was really looking for to really be able to implement everything that I had already been thinking about. So I am going to stitch it below in the description so you guys can watch and see the original creator, because it was just hitting the nail on the head to everything that I was really looking for. And it's such a simple idea, but to be able to like have someone spell it out for you, you're like, wow, okay, this is literally going to be life-changing. So since the topic is becoming the best version of yourself, that's basically what this whole system is going to be wrapped around. I'm sure if you have one specific thing that you really want to maybe like manifest or work on, you can definitely, you know, specify and just put it and focus on one specific thing. But for the purpose of this video and for my specific goal, it is going to be on how I am going to be becoming the best version of myself 6 months from now. So the original creator said to write down the date 6 months from now. And like I said, I really want to do this like for my birthday, but you know, I'll still probably do like that 6 month mark just to really like check in, and it'll be at the end of the year. So it'll be cool to see kind of my growth throughout the next 6 months, and then I'll obviously continue it on. So the creator said to write down the date 6 months from now. So this was on July 17th. So December 27th will be that 6 month mark, and you know, you can do this really at any time. After that, they said to write down basically how you are going to feel once you hit that 6 month mark and once you have truly become that best version of yourself. So I'm using Notion for this, so I'll probably put in like a little like screen share so you can see like the breakdown that I'm doing, but again, just do whatever works for you. But I wrote down 1 to 2 sentences of how I'm gonna be feeling 6 months from now once I am like showing up as the best version of myself. The next thing that she said was to write down the 8 dimensions of your life. So those are emotional, physical, occupational, social, spiritual, intellectual, environmental, and financial. Alongside that, she said to write down a goal for each of them. So when it comes to becoming the best version of yourself, what does your overall goal look like when you are showing up as that best version? So emotionally, what do you look like? What does that goal look like for you physically, and so on, all the way down through all 8 of them. Where I know this is really going to be a game changer is, she said, when you're writing these out, really feel the emotion that you would be feeling while you're showing up as that person. So I think by now, or hopefully by now, everybody knows that when it comes to manifestation, it's not really just writing down and hoping that whatever you're trying to manifest comes through. It's really feeling those emotions and visualizing. So by taking the time to really focus on kind of what each goal is that you're trying to achieve, and not only feel those emotions, but also really visualizing yourself as that person. So what does it look like to be your physical best? What do you physically look like? What are you eating to make sure that you're physically looking and feeling your best? Same with your environmental goals. What does your house look like? What does your social group look like? What are your friends doing? How do you guys interact? Like all of these things. So by being able to really feel all of those emotions and then have some type of vision, even if you have to go on like Pinterest or something to like get an idea and get like the mind going, having that visualization is going to be key to really bringing in this manifestation of becoming the best version of yourself. I'm getting so excited and worked up because this is so exciting to me, and I know it's going to be such a game changer, so that's why I'm like super energized right now. But after that, this is kind of where the shift part of everything comes in. I don't know if I mentioned before, I think the creator called it Shift to Success. So the shift is an acronym. So it's subconscious reprogramming, heal triggers, identity activation, financial alignment, and then take aligned action. So for me personally, what I did is after I wrote down all 8 of the goals of the dimensions, I created a page for each of the acronyms, which there are 5. So I created 5 pages. So then the creator said that you're going to spend 1 week on each of the acronyms. So for example, the S stands for subconscious reprogramming. So you'll spend an entire week going through all 8 dimensions, kind of focusing on yourself, looking at your beliefs for each of those areas in ways that your subconscious may be blocking you from achieving that goal. So I know that there's obviously 7 days in the week, so one day you're gonna have to spend time doing 2, or however you want to break it up, but at least take the full week to really focus on all 8 dimensions. So for example, on Monday, which was yesterday, I worked on the emotional goal that I have. So for becoming the best version of myself emotionally, any kind of subconscious blocks that I have that have been holding me back to become emotionally the best version of myself. So for instance, I'm just gonna give like a little example. I have always had an issue with conflict due to childhood trauma and like past experiences. So I really dove deep. I have like 3 paragraphs here writing out kind of like subconsciously why, like what has been holding me back to kind of work through conflict, and everything else that I kind of wrote down in ways to really reprogram myself to heal in a sense that, and to show up as that best version of myself. Then today's Tuesday, so still under that S subconscious reprogramming page, I'm going to be focusing on my physical goal. So any type of subconscious beliefs that I have that have been holding me back from becoming the best version of myself physically, and then looking at that goal that I have for myself and really working through that, and then so on and so forth all the way through Sunday. So you'll do an entire week focusing on the subconscious reprogramming for all 8 of the goals that you have. Then it's basically a rinse and repeat for the rest of the acronyms. You'll go through spending one entire week on the H, which is healing triggers. So again, go through each of them and then identify any triggers that you have for each and really try to heal through it. Kind of work through your shadow in that sense of, you know, why you may be having these triggers pop up for each. And then the following week is the identity activation. So it's kind of a glimpse on how you need to kind of be to show up as that best version of yourself, or what you need to do to show up as that best version of yourself. Emotionally, physically, socially, all 8 dimensions. How do you need to show up physically and kind of get that identity activation going in that sense. The 4th week is all about financial alignment. So again, going through all of them for that entire week and figure out any type of financial blocks that you may have for each of the 8 pillars. And lastly, it is week 5, but it's kind of week 5 and beyond. It's the T for take aligned action. So this one is really just showing up as that person, showing up as that best version of yourself. So that was basically everything that the creator had said. And again, like, I am so excited to do this. I already started it yesterday and just writing out all of the kind of like 8 dimension goals and what I really want to achieve over the next 6 months got me so inspired and so excited to really make this happen. And I think by spending a week on each, I think that's going to be something that really holds myself accountable, because come like the end of my day, I'm just going to add it in as part of my nighttime routine of, you know, going through these acronyms and writing out, you know, everything. And it's only 1 per day, so that's literally not bad. It'll probably take 5 minutes max. So it's very achievable. And because it is the 8 dimensions of life, it's going to be hitting every aspect of kind of myself and what I want to improve on, which is already also, you know, amazing. So any type of goal that I was thinking of before I saw this creator's video, like, it's already kind of aligning to what I wanted to be doing. It's just going way more in depth, and I think it's just an easier way to, again, hold myself accountable. So with all of that, I think I want to make this into like a series, and I'll probably do like mid-month check-ins, since that's when like this video is going to be coming out. Just kind of go over how everything is going and if I've noticed any progress, or if I've had any like issues with this whole system, or just kind of like a recap of how everything is going. So excited to see what the next 6 months bring, and really just see how much I change throughout these next 6 months. So again, I'll be sure to follow up with you guys, kind of do like a mid-month check-in on how everything is going. But that is pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to share this information with you because when I saw it come across my feed the other day, I knew that it was going to be just a huge life changer for me. So I hope you guys are able to try it out yourselves. Let me know if you guys do want to try it, or if you have tried this system before or something like it. I'm so interested to see, just because I've never really heard of it before. But again, it's such a simple yet effective system, so I really think that it's going to be something that I'm able to personally achieve, and I'm just super excited. So let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all next week.